Welcome back into our video series. We are up to video number 13, and we're not going to cut much hair in this video. Hopefully we don't need to. The better I am as a hair cutter, the less video will be cut in this particular video. It's kind of a back to basics, but it's a theory video along the way in the interior layering conversation. It's more related to the theory associated with some of this cutting. So, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel, send this video off to somebody in the business who you know could benefit from some of this information. So let's talk basics. Haircutting basics from cosmetology and barber school. Create a guide, follow the guide, don't lose the guide, don't cut the guide, and cross-check. I want to talk about that last one. I want to talk about cross-checking. You'll remember from previous videos that I took a parting at the top to create my center guide, which was perpendicular to my fringe guide. Fringe guide was this way, center guide was that way. Widen guides were this way, and then I took sections working my way down in sections working my way across. There's kind of a crossing checkerboarding pattern going on here. But the majority of my hair cutting was done in what I will term horizontal positioning, meaning the comb is coming across this way. What that means is cross-checking is the idea of holding it up the other way. So if you cut it horizontally, you want to cross-check it vertically. So cross-checking is the process of switching your finger position from here to here. If necessary, switching, and it's necessary, switching your body position to confirm that everything is nice and even and balanced and flowing. I tend to do a little bit of what's called ganging sections, as opposed to taking super thin, super fine, Vidal Sassoon inspired partings of hair, very small sections, and holding them up and then picking up another one. I tend to grab a little more hair. When I grab a section like this, I acknowledge I've got the section I want to cut, and I've got a little hair in front of it and a little hair behind it that is moving or traveling. And as we know from our traveling guide conversation, when hair travels, there are subtle increases and decreases in length, which can be used as a powerful hair cutting tactic when and where those increases and decreases in length are desirable. They can also be undesirable in creating inconsistency or waviness within the haircut. And that's where cross-checking comes into play. So I'm going to give you an example. Just past top dead center, I cut a lot of this way. I'm going to cross-check it like this. And I'm going to look for, right there, just a little bit of lumpiness, a little bit of unevenness in the cut. It's not unusual that I would have some. All good hair cutters will have some, and all good hair cutters will check. And when all good hair cutters check, they will polish. Think of this as polishing the haircut. If you cut it one way, you polish it the other. Think of it as bulk hair cutting and then fine tuning. Thinking of it as rough in the shape and then polish up the shape. And the polishing up of the shape is going to be the sawing off, taking down, or smoothing out any of those little inconsistent lumpinesses that will show up during a cross-checking phase. Cut it one way, cross-check it the other. And that applies to, for instance, cutting longer lengths of hair. If you're cutting bob lengths where you bring them down and cut them across, we cross-check them by bringing them out and taking off anything inconsistent along the way. Cross-checking is as important as the haircut itself. And that's why we pause and have a whole separate video to address the importance of cross-checking in your interior layering process. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for cross-checking. Have a great day.